What's up, guys? We're back for Love is War episode
11.
So this one, it was disappointing and surprising and good at the same time, at least for me. I don't know how Josh feels about it.
Yeah, I think this episode, obviously it is a little bit of a filler episode, and, we don't get as many good skits, I guess you could say, as some of the other seasons, so it is disappointing in that regard, but I still think it's, entertaining, at least in the middle part of the episode.
Yeah, there's one particular skit that I enjoy. One of them, probably, the other two ones are, frustrating because it's, I don't know. There's no real character development in this episode besides figuring out that one character really is good at ramen.
Yeah, she's like a noodle connoisseur.
That garlic, I love the garlic part. It's like, oh, she broke the final barrier.
Yeah. So I guess it's a little bit of a rundown. We get to see that they are in their summer vacation. It's like a couple weeks or a month or something like that into their vacation. And the vice president is wanting to meet with the president, and of course the president feels the same way, but they're not, making the first step. So she's decided she's going to stalk him on Twitter, like any, normal teenage girl, and she gets help from her maid, which the maid's like, quit being a pussy and just do it. So, you get that side, you get the president going to meet her, and then her showing up in the same place, but them not meeting, which is sad. And then probably it's pretty depressing note to leave off. But in the middle, they kind of make you feel good with seeing the secretary out, I guess, vacationing abroad and going to a particular
shop. Yeah, she has two sisters who look similar to her.
Exactly.
So I think
that's the quintessential quintuplets.
Exactly. That's a good show. Watch it. So the middle scene with the secretary, she goes into a ramen shop, and we actually get most of the scene perspective of a middle-aged man who hates his job, hates his life.
He's like a middle manager.
Yeah.
That's the most meeting to life.
But he likes ramen, so that's kind of his passion.
And he's one of the top 4, in the main city of critics, I guess, or whatever.
The ramen gods, at least they know how to enjoy ramen to the best of their ability, which is kind of weird. I don't know about that, but yeah. So you get to see him start up being oh, this girl kind of knows what she's thinking, what she's doing, and then eventually be blown away by her ability to eat ramen. And
I love the sense of youthful overtaking he gets. It's man, I've forgotten what it's like. He's go, run, never let go of it. It's so great. I think that was definitely the highlight. I think the other skits, I don't know, it's one of those where Michael said, there's no character development and there's no real substance to those skits, so there's not it just makes you sad, but I think it's kind of necessary in a way, so we can get payoff into the next one. Although I will say, if nothing happens next episode to where one of them professes, or at least we get a moment with them, because of this.
But at least we got that cool intro, and we got several great and memorable scenes that will probably transcend the season as far as anime, because you got probably 3 or 4 scenes that are pretty out there. You remember them. That's something I like about this show. And I think the ramen skit is definitely one of them that I'll remember for quite a long amount of time. So.
That one definitely, if you're going to pick one skit to carry most of the episode, that one was a great choice. So I did appreciate that. As far as, next episode, it's really weird because, Crunchyroll, we were trying to read the description to kind of, refresh our memory. And it looks like part of the description for episode 11 is supposed to be episode 12. Maybe. Don't quote us on that, but at least that's what it kind of figures, because it looks like her father's going to end up doing something to where she may not make it to the plans that she had scheduled with the other council members. So if that happens, she needs to go.
It'll be sad.
She needs to hijack.
It'll be like one of my summers where I never hang out with anyone. I just sit at home and play video games.
Poor Shigami, that's probably what he was doing when we
see him in this episode. We do get a little bit of him being depressed. I don't remember why. But
probably because nobody was hanging out with him.
Yeah. It's my life.
Yeah.
But so overall it was a decent episode. We really don't have too much to talk about again, because all of those scenes really don't have much to do with the development of the show. But if you wanted to catch it out, if you haven't watched it yet, I do suggest at least watching it for that ramen scene. I mean, if you want to just watch the ramen scene, you can, because it's pretty great.
I think this one is... It's still... I still like the episode. It's one of the weaker ones, and it's probably one that, if you haven't seen it already, you might as well just wait and watch that back-to-back with the finale. But, like you said, there's still some good moments that it's worth it.
Yeah, it's a good... I mean, Love is War is a good series. It's been something that I think well, I don't know if now is exactly the time to talk about it, but when the two of us like first read the synopsis for Love Is War, we weren't exactly sure what we were going to get. I mean, it sounded funny.
It sounded great.
But I think so far it's really met expectations for, comedy. Obviously, the romance is kind of like a secondary element because it's more just of a comedy.
Yeah.
But the overall atmosphere and tone that the show is presented with, even the theme, and then you have like, every match you have the announcer like say stuff. I think it's unique, and I probably remember the show once it's done and kind of refer back to it every once in a while. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see how it ends, though.
Yeah,
that's all that matters.
We'll be back for that. So, without further ado, we'll let you guys go, and we'll see you guys next week.
Later, addicts.
Peace.